Here's a brief look at the markets through the eyes of eMiniDayTrader for Wednesday, April the 8th, 2009. When we had left yesterday, we were mentioning that the 810 area, which was near yesterday's low, could act as a support/resistance area. Well, the market overnight did have a nice dip all the way down to 802.25, but by the time the market had opened in the regular trading hours, it opened much higher, back well above 810 and towards the highs of the overnight session. So it was appearing that these lower prices here have been pretty firmly rejected during that overnight session. And so once again we wanted to look towards the 810 area to see if it would act as support, and it did. The market getting down very, very close to those lows before turning higher and actually closing fairly close to their highs. So the market is made it for a pretty straightforward day of trading from our perspective, and we were nicely profitable today. I think it was 10.25 points, so a nice trading day for us today. Looking at the actual individual profiles here, we can see that we've had this sell-off here that's occurred. We had this gap up and then this somewhat weak sell-off. You can see how this obviously much swifter rally up than the sell-off has been down, and now we've had a pretty strong close right in here. So we're really looking in around the 24 area to be sort of a key level here, with the next objective up around 35. If, however, it should come down below 22 or so, then it could dip all the way down and test possibly at 13. So those are really the areas that we're looking at for potential movement of support and resistance for tomorrow. As far as our trades were concerned today, we had a long trade right in here. It reached our first objective and then unfortunately turned us around before it had a really nice rally higher. That's just kind of how it goes sometimes. So market sort of took one of those two steps on us, and we were not able to catch that run up, although we had gotten long right now down near the lows here in that anticipated support area. We had a really nice deceleration bar here, although it didn't quite set us up for a long trade to capture this move higher, although this deceleration bar did. So we had a very nice short trade here. Then we used our shaded area here with a balance area to get long. So we actually had a short here and then a long here that both trades worked very nicely. When it broke lower, though, we got into another short here and were able to capture a nice hunk of this down movement. So that worked out well. As the market bottomed in here, it looked like it was bottoming out again, and then we got long on another trade in here. Unfortunately, it did hit our first objective very quickly, but then turned around and stopped us out at break even. We had one other trade. It was a short trade when the market rallied back up in this time frame up to the known resistance area, and that trade worked out nicely. It just moved against us only one tick, and then for us 2.5 points. So that trade worked out very nicely. Some of our traders, we actually had a trade triggered very, very late in the session, right when the cash was closing there, a short. It did hit our first objective, but stopped at a break even. So some of our traders would choose not to take that trade as it was triggered just a minute before the cash closing, and we do not like to take trades after the cash closes, i.e. the last 15 minutes of the trading session. So a nice day of trading for us, and market was quite readable today. So as usual, if you have any questions or comments, please look us up at eMiniDayTrader.com. If you have any questions or comments, just send us an email at info@eMiniDayTrader.com, and we'd love to hear from you. So that'll be it for a brief review. This, of course, is a brief look at the markets. The one that we prepare for our members is usually about 3 or 4 times as long as this one and much more detailed. Just wanted to mention that so you've got a better understanding of what we're doing with these videos on our website. So please get a hold of us if you have any questions or comments. And that'll be it for Wednesday, April the 8th, 2009.